it's called puce.
Is that what puce is? I always wondered.
That's what the decorator told me.
Looks kind of lavender to me.
Oh, I hated those drapes.
Lavender's a great color on me. Brings out my eyes.
Your eyes aren't lavender.
Girls!
Blanche, who's the father?
The father? Gee, I don't know. He's undressing me with his eyes.
Do you want to move to another table?
Not yet. He's only half done. Well, all right, but before you do, I just want to thank you for a lovely evening.
Oh, I guess he brought dinner.
It's just breaking my heart. I've never cared for a man as much as Fidel Santo Domingo.
Santiago.
Oh, whatever. Do you realize it has been 4 days since I have enjoyed the company of a man? The point is, he's rich, he's handsome, and we were made for each other. Even if I don't speak Mexican.
Spanish.
Whatever.
I'll introduce you to all of Jeffrey's naval officer friends. Some of them have been at sea for more than 6 months.
So during the buttocks lifts, he motioned for my phone number. Well, I didn't want to appear easy, so I rolled over on my back and flung my legs over my head. Well, no, he has not, because I certainly would remember it if he had. Well, I want to thank you so much for coming. A man as brilliant as you must be terribly busy. Oh, your wife must be very proud of you.
Actually, we're divorced.
Oh, I'm terribly, terribly sorry.
She could be in a coma. Put a man within 5 miles, she'd roll over and shave her legs.
Right. Oh, nonsense. Who knows my body better than I do?
Any man in Miami not attached to a woman or a respirator.
Maybe the red sequin, strapless, backless, low-cut mini. My God, you're Mr. Burt Reynolds.
I hope so, otherwise I got the wrong underwear on. He's the roommate you told me about?
Yeah.
Which one's a slut?
But, you know, I don't know. Maybe he's just too down-to-earth and nice and decent for me. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Now, if you were getting married, you could have a prenuptial agreement. But just living together, all you can do is steal money out of his wallet while he's in the shower. You know, nobody in my family's ever seen a psychiatrist. Except, of course, when they were institutionalized. Dorothy, I happen to be a wonderful orator. And 2 of the commissioners can verify that.
Blanche, orator means speaker.
Really? Well, then somebody else do the talking. You all over at the bar? I just want to say that I would be very proud to have any one of you date my brother.
I'd rather date you, lady.
Sweet Jesus, I've just done the impossible. I converted one.
Well, I found out I can't have it unless I become bilingual.
Oh, no, honey, don't do that. No job is worth having to date women. I'll never understand what Jean doesn't see in the opposite sex, but hey, if that's what makes her happy, that's fine by me.
There's one other thing.
Jean thinks she's in love with Rose.
Rose? Jean has the hots for Rose? I don't believe it. I do not believe it.
I was pretty surprised myself.
Well, I'll bet. To think Jean would prefer Rose over me? That's ridiculous. So what was this great disappointment in your life, Rose?
Butter. I wanted to be butter queen.
Oh, yeah. What an actress. She was so good and Gone with the Wind. I wanted to be Miss Olivia de Havilland myself.
Blanche, are you listening to this?
Bits and pieces. Well, after commenting that I am the most spectacular specimen of the female anatomy he has seen since Miss Julie Newmar, he said I have a back problem.
Thank God you went to a specialist.
Actually, I tend to fall between sizes myself. Usually I'm smack dab between a 4
And a 16.
Do you realize I'll be 65 years old when this child graduates high school?
Try 70.
I've been to 2 funerals in my entire life, and I'm 45 years old.
You're such a liar.
All right, then 3 funerals. All right, fine. I just thought maybe they'd have more fun going out together instead of hanging around here with me and 3 old ladies. Sure don't know why. He could go to SeaWorld if he wanted to see a naked whale. How could he possibly certainly confused this young, nubile body with that raisin in sneakers. Oh, you've been single almost 2 years. Well, both Dorothy and I know how much fun the single life is. Many's the night Dorothy has sat here alone in this room watching me go out on dates. Dorothy, this is crazy. Since when do you care how you look? My life is over.
Oh, Blanche, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for thinking all those bad things about you when I thought you were pregnant. Like what a slut you were for having all those men. That thing's only a tramp would do. But now that you're dying, I mean, please forgive me, Blanche. I didn't know, please.
I am not dying, Rose, but I might as well be. It's menopause. Actually, I'm starting to feel a little hot. Too warm and too tingly. Warm and too tingly and too hot. All that manliness in one room, in one crowded room, one hot, crowded room. Everybody's steamy bodies all pressed up against each other. Sometimes I'd wake up in the middle of the night just sweating and screaming and clawing like a trapped panther, unable to release the lusty, steamy passions that constantly threaten to erupt from within me.
Oh, Blanche, what's the matter?
Oh, girls, I'm just in ecstasy. My body is tingling all over. You will never guess what just happened. My body feels like a Corvette up on blocks with its engine racing and the wheels just spinning and spinning with nowhere to go. I feel like I'm going to explode. Dorothy, you have to help me. You have to do something.
Honey, there's nothing I can do, so get that look out of your eye and let go of my hand.
Would anybody else like something cold to drink? It's me, Blanche.
Oh, Blanche, you're not a terrible person. You're just horny all the time.
Blanche, have you heard the latest ad campaigns? Join the Navy, see the world, sleep with Blanche Deveraux. Join the Army, be all you can be, and sleep with Blanche Deveraux. The Marines are looking for a few good men who have not slept with Blanche Deveraux.
Just what are you trying to imply? Grandma Hollingsworth always said I was a little flighty. Or was it a little floozy? I was taking some classes at Miss MacGyver's finishing school. And one night, Bobby Joe Springer had escorted me back to my dormitory after the annual Fine Manners Ball, when an innocent goodnight kiss developed into an evening of passion. But at 3 a.m., the door flung open, and there stood Miss MacGyver, making one of those bed checks she was famous for. Well, I tried to handle the whole thing like a lady. I waved politely over Bobby Joe's shoulder with my foot. Rose, is that my Cabana Club beach towel you have there?
Is it this one with the naked man and woman being swept up in the waves?
Yes, that's it. Can't use this towel.
Blanche, it's an emergency. We'll replace it next week.
Oh, no, you cannot replace this towel. There are too many fond memories attached to this towel.
Blanche, please, I am in no mood to hear about the parade of endless sexual encounters that you have experienced up and down the Florida coastline. With only this towel between your hot flesh and the cold, wet sand.
I brought my son Skippy home from the hospital in this towel dump.
You're lying, Blanche.
Damn, you're good.
Shouldn't you be lying down?
Yes, but I'm tired of being on my back. Did I just say that?